Good evening. First tonight, a defiant Malcolm Turnbull has attempted to move past his embarrassing defeat on tax reform. He sent the premiers and chief ministers a very clear message today, saying there will be no more money from Canberra and it's now up to them to work out how they'll cover the rising cost of schools and hospitals. The hard line comes less than 24 hours after First Ministers quashed his plan to allow them to raise their own income tax. Our reporter Adam Todd joins us now from Canberra. Adam, this looks like a complete mess. What's next?
Well, Natasha, the Prime Minister is essentially trying to wash his hands of this matter now, putting the onus back on the states, but also trying to draw a line through this whole sorry saga. But the Prime Minister's opponents certainly won't let us forget about the events of the past 72 hours. The Prime Minister visits HMAS Canberra as he tries to right the good ship Turnbull.
This is a great moment of clarity for the Australian people.
With his plan to allow the states to raise income tax left in tatters, today he told the premiers, you had your chance.
And they've said, no, we don't want to have a bar of it. Well, that is their call. But what that means is they cannot any longer credibly ask the federal government to raise taxes for them to spend if they were not prepared to raise those taxes themselves.
What we've learned about Mr Turnbull is that he doesn't even have the courage of his convictions, and that when the going gets tough, Mr Turnbull just gets going.
The PM denies any regret surrounding the policy flop.
You do not know where people stand unless you put the offer to them. It is very important to be frank and forthright.
Senior ministers rallied around their leader.
I'm disappointed in the premiers. They're quick to ask the Commonwealth to do their dirty work.
While opponents mocked the Prime Minister.
It was a pretty humiliating defeat. When you think about it, he announced this policy in a football field on Wednesday, and then he was forced to retreat on Friday. I've had hangovers that have lasted longer than that.
And the headache of how to fund schools and hospitals remains. Now, perhaps one good piece of news for the Prime Minister today. His predecessor, Tony Abbott, has certainly given him a bit of grief in recent weeks. Well, a new poll out today from the Australia Institute finds 2/3 of Australians want to see Tony Abbott retire from the Parliament at this election. Just 26% of us want to see him stay.
Adam, thank you.